Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for our total extreme wrestling playthrough of WWE 2010. I'm BrendenPlayz, and today we are getting ready for the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Well, we are, 3-4 weeks away from Survivor Series, and today we are getting ready to book our way to that show, including the debuts of our TNA superstars, of course, Bobby Roode, Sting, and Samoa Joe. Welcome everyone to the chat. Good to see you all here again. Arcane Knight, hello. Sorry I'm not playing Fortnite with you. Maybe next time. Maybe if you get online a little bit earlier, we can play Fortnite. Bart, what's up? Kill Meme Star, Teflon, JRP. What's going on, guys? Good to see you back in the stream. Now, just a quick notice. Same time tomorrow, I'll be streaming more Total Extreme Wrestling. So make sure you're here. Same time tomorrow, I will be live once again. So you will not miss that one. If you can make it there, that's fantastic. If not, of course, it's always available on the YouTube after the stream is done. Alrighty, so let's take a look at some of the show history. As we get some Red Bull into me so we can actually do this thing. Alright, so No Mercy, our most recent pay-per-view. We had a 97 rated show. Our best pay-per-view that arguably it may be the best rated pay-per-view I've ever done on Total Extreme Wrestling. I don't think I've done better. I'd have to go into archives and check, but I really don't believe it. 97. It's all because we had a 100 rated match. Edge and Christian versus DX in a tag team title match. Tornado Rules match. It was epic. It was great. It was awesome. And it worked out really, really well. Of course, Tomko actually interfered in that one and helped out in the end. I believe that's how it went. I think so. Randy Orton beat the Big Show. Big match show in a steel cage match. 99 rated. So big match show once again delivering the goods. But not quite 100, but 99 is pretty good. Rollins beat Luke Gallows. CM Punk beat Batista, Cena, and Chris Jericho in a fatal 4-way in a 91 rated matchup. Kofi beat Mark Henry in 85 rated for the ECW title. Sheamus became the US title when he beat The Miz. Cody Rhodes defeated John Morrison to retain the Intercontinental Championship as well. A 93 rated. Very, very good match. We had Rey Mysterio beat Shelton Benjamin, which was actually 93 as well. That was on the pre-show. That was just a put-together match. Imagine if those two had a feud. Wow. Maurice Carmen Lovely defeated Kelly Maria, Trish, and Mickey, 80 rated. Beth Phoenix defeated Gail Kim to keep the Divas title as well. And that's your No Mercy recap. Most recently on Raw, we had CM Punk challenging Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston to prove who's the greatest champion in WWE. So at Survivor Series, we're going to have a triple threat match. Punk, Orton, Kingston. That should be great. Hart Dynasty beat the Ruthless Roundtable. Rollins beat Paul Burchill. Rollins actually challenged Sheamus to a match for the US title as well. We're going to probably do a fatal 4-way for the US title. Victoria beat Natalya, and DX beat Ziggler and Swagger, 87 overall. And in ECW, the Dudley Boys beat the Clones to keep the tag titles of ECW, and the Dudleys put themselves over a little bit, just hyping themselves up a bit. Homicide beat the Hurricane, Mr. Kennedy torn R-Truth. Paul Heyman did a shoot promo, 100 rated promo, so it was very good. Paul Heyman, he shot, that's probably what I'm trying to say, he shot on Raw and SmackDown talking about how ECW doesn't get the respect that he wants. ECW is considered as the third brand. He doesn't want that anymore. He wants to step up and prove that ECW is actually the brand. It's not the third brand, it's the brand, and is looking at Survivor Series as the way to try and prove that. Now, will he be able to do that? It's a big question. It's a big call. I don't know, but Heyman certainly wants to give it his best shot to try and prove that all this time that ECW is not a joke. ECW is the real deal. We also had Brino beat the Usos. We brought them up from developmental for a match to see how their performances are. And they were pretty good, actually. I think 50s, maybe low, might have been high 50s, actually, from memory. Shelton Benjamin also beat RVD as well. Now we are at SmackDown. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the chat and see what you guys are kind of getting up to. Lewis just bought TW and started a 2012 save. 2012 is a good save file. It's a good mod. I definitely recommend that one. It's a good time period where TNA is still pretty strong, WWE is a little bit down. It's a good time period. It's a good choice, Lewis. Will Survivor Series be tomorrow? Yes. We'll be doing Survivor Series 100% tomorrow, because we've got about 3 weeks of shows to get through. So I'm going to try my best to get close to Survivor Series today, then do Survivor Series tomorrow. When will Sweet Papi Sanchez be called up? I don't think he'll make the main roster. Real Toxic, what's up, man? Oh, Toxic, sorry. Gregory, what's up, man? How long's Rey Mysterio's injury? 23 days. He had a bicep tear, which is kind of ironic, isn't it? But yeah, tore his bicep, and he'll be out for 23 days. Morris vs. Rey Mania for the belt. You'd have to probably have a turn to make that kind of happen, but it's possible. I know she have a lot of storylines. How do you fit them all on a pay-per-view card? You can't really. I mean, I try my best. Sometimes ECW misses out, or a few of the lower end storylines, but I'd say I get 80% of the storylines on the card, to be honest. But it's about time management. It's just about also having the length. I mean, if you want to, you can obviously extend your pay-per-views, but it's picking and choosing your spots. Picking and choosing what storylines belong on pay-per-view, what storylines don't. For example, you know, let's have a look at, you know, you probably would say the Clones versus the Dudley Boys, both teams have about 60 popularity, probably doesn't belong on the pay-per-view. But in saying that, at the same time, if you put them on the pay-per-view, it gives them a chance to really improve the popularity as well. Wild Wolf, what's up, man? What mod is this? It is a 2009 mod that I took from TW 2010, and I've converted it over to 2016. I don't think I've uploaded the mod for a little bit. I think the link that I used has now expired, so I'll have to re-upload it. But if someone reminds me, I will spam my Twitter sometime after the stream tomorrow. I might try and do it. Stream just started. What is TNA doing with Lita? That's right. They did sign Lita. I don't think Lita's had a match yet, to be honest. It's possible. Let's have a look. She'd be Amy, wouldn't she? Amy DeMar. So we can have a look. Match history. No, she hasn't had a match yet in TNA, but you can see her average rating is 68. It's pretty solid. So TNA have probably got a good pickup there, I would say. Add Tomko to that storyline. That's a good call. Let's have a look at Tomko. Is he on SmackDown officially? Where is he? Tomko. We got a big roster. I forgot about that. Tomko. Yeah, he's on SmackDown, but hasn't officially debuted with his new gimmick yet. Storyline. Let's have a look. Tag titles. So yes, good call. Let's add Tomko in. So Tomko will be a guy that will probably get beat up and, you know, whatever. But is Christian, has he got Tomko set as his manager? Yes. Edge? Yes. So Tomko's the new bodyguard, I guess you could say, for those guys. I can just call you Toxic. Alright, I'll do that. Will the Shield be formed at one point? Yeah, it will happen. The problem is that Dean Ambrose isn't great at the moment. He also has an injury. He'll be out of action for 4 more months. And his stats are really poor. Roman Reigns... Reigns is doing pretty well. He's still improving. He's probably a better worker at this point than Dean Ambrose, surprisingly. He probably needs a bit of a natural buff up from myself. For example, his star quality and things like that. Maybe his power, things like that might need a bit of a buff up. But yeah, he's certainly someone who's a little bit closer and actually improving quite a lot. So he's more ready for the main roster than Ambrose. And now that Ambrose has suffered an injury, I mean, he's going to be set back quite some time. Whereas, of course, Seth Rollins has already made the main roster, and he's on fire. It's quite possible Seth Rollins, it'll be a different circumstance. Rollins could be the established star and brings in some friends around him, rather than 3 rookies coming at the same time. It might be a bit of a different swing on things. When's Eric Young's contract expire? Will I get him? Very unlikely I'll get him. Called the Usos. They were on Raw by Main. They're very close. Very, very close. Jey Uso has... they're averaging 53. I think I think Jimmy Uso is really outperforming Jay, I believe. I'm not sure. It might be Jimmy. He's really outperforming Jay. But Jimmy needs a little bit more time because he's got a few more stats he can improve on. Once he's fully improved, then we'll call them up and add them to one of the rosters. Which one? I don't know. Whichever one needs a tag team. Probably maybe SmackDown. Could assign Richie Steamboat. He's someone I have been looking at signing, but I think the reason why is because he's currently working a couple of different promotions. He's also the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. So he's working in some other promotions, having success. So there's no real need to sign him away yet, but he's definitely on the radar. Maybe when he loses that title, we'll bring him in. Alright, let's book a show. So welcome everyone to the stream. Just another reminder, I'll be streaming same time again tomorrow for Survivor Series. We won't be doing Survivor Series today, but we're going to get very, very close. Today will feature the debut of our TNA superstars who have, I believe they'll be available to debut on Raw next week. Battlefield Rocks, welcome to the stream. Levesque, good to see you again. Always great to see you in the stream, my man. Alright, so need to look at my storyline, see what I've got going on. So, I've labelled my storylines a little bit differently. I've labelled them Survivor Series, basically to, let everyone know that's what's going to happen in Survivor Series, because we've got a few inter-brand stuff as well. But, for SmackDown, obviously Randy Orton's going to deal with Kofi and CM Punk, so we might have Randy Orton open up the show and accept CM Punk's challenge. Now, Kofi didn't do that. Instead, Paul Heyman kind of did a bit of a shoot promo instead. But we might have Randy Orton say, you know what, you want to challenge me, I am the best champion right now. Have him come out and kind of tell everyone why he's the best. So we'll have him come out and we'll label it. Orton accepts Punk's challenge. So he accepts Punk's challenge, and that should keep that storyline going a little bit. Phenomenal, what's up, man? Oh, how do we say this one? Pet Scott? Canuck? Good to see you again, my friend. Which save do you enjoy more, this one or your TNA series? It varies. Sometimes I do enjoy my TNA series more. Sometimes I enjoy this one more. It certainly does vary. I think because I sit down and play this series for 2 hours twice a week, I'll just sit down, my full attention on this one. I guess at times I probably enjoy this one more. Whereas my TNA one, I'll sit down and do a week or two of shows as an episode. So it's a little bit different. I might play it for an hour every few days. But yeah, so maybe this one, but just because I can play it a little bit longer. Probably, and also because I can only play it on certain days of the week. I only play it on weekends, so I guess that limited availability is also a factor. I'm just trying to think what should I open the show up with a matchup. I guess, we got any new superstars here? No, not really. We got Tomko, so we might give Tomko a match. Let him squash someone just to put him over. We'll feed him Jimmy Wang Yang. So Tomko, his popularity is at 43 or so. And Jimmy Wang Yang about 47. So, yeah, sacrificing Jimmy Wang Yang, but let's be honest, who would we rather have doing well? Tomko associating himself with Edge and Christian. And then we might do a promo with Edge and Christian and Tomko. So Edge, Christian, Tomko, and just cut one on Triple H, Shawn Michaels. And it's a bit like a promo where Edge and Christian talk about how they outsmarted DX. Outsmarted, is that even really how you say it? I don't know. Let's say outplayed DX. How they outplayed DX at the recent pay-per-view. And they did that by Tomko. So Tomko can stand there looking menacing and tough. That's his role. Tomko's role is to look tough. That's all he's good at. Let's keep it simple for the big guy. Alright, our other storylines, we still have McIntyre and Ted DiBiase going, as well as Morrison and Actually, I think we've ended Morrison. So Morrison, yeah, so Morrison's out of that. So Cody, Drew, and Ted. So we could probably have Cody and Drew have a one-on-one matchup for the belt next up. So we might give Drew a win just to put him over. So let's give him a matchup against Chavo. Give Drew a victory over Chavo just to make Drew look good before the pay-per-view, before his title shot. And then have Drew challenge Cody. Actually, if we change that angle, it'll be rated better. So yeah, so do this one. So Drew challenges Cody. Because it's rated on overness rather than not rated, it'll score better because Cody Rhodes has good popularity. How's my 96 save going? I'm really bad with my saves. I've kind of stopped my 96 and I started doing 2005 WWE because I've been watching 2005 WWE on the WWE Network, so I've kind of got a lot of interest in that time period. So I went ahead and started booking that, and I played a month or two of that. I think I did the Royal Rumble, and I'm getting close to doing the pay-per-view after the Royal Rumble. So I'm on the road to WrestleMania in 2005. But I put the 96 one on hold just because, I don't know, I'm not sure what time period I really want to play in the 90s yet. I'm just kind of testing everything out, just trying to find the right period that interests me the most. I haven't quite found it yet. So I might give Trish a match against Angelina. Have they had one yet? Yeah, they have had a singles. Well, we'll do another one. Trish versus Angelina. Put Katie Lee on commentary. So that way Trish can get herself close. Big match show and Morrison on stream today. Oh, big match show. What's he going to do for us tonight? How big of a match is he going to have? Let's have a look. We've got, so we covered the IC. We got all of the guys that are involved in the Survivor Series tag not doing a lot because there isn't anything for them to do yet. So we might maybe just have a couple of competitive matches. So maybe the Big Show. Big Show, give him a match. Edge and Christian are a bit busy. Against Randy, no. Ted, maybe. Maybe a tag match, yeah. So let's do Kane and Big Show versus Edge and Christian. So Kane and Big Show are potential to team up at Survivor Series. So let's bring back this old team for a night and test out how they'd go against the tag team champions. You know what? Let's even put the titles on the line. Let's say, okay, these two behemoths. Let's see how these Edge and Christian fares tonight. And then have Tomko interfere to help them win. I don't know. It's something for just a big match because we don't quite have our main eventers involved in a storyline just yet. It's not quite happening yet, so we just need a little bit of time to just wait another week and then we'll get that rolling. But something to fill in time for a week. Now, we could have just another promo somewhere on here. Triple threat champs versus champs. Oh, yeah, never mind. Oh, yeah, we were going to do a women's Survivor Series match, weren't we? Yeah. Oh, the SmackDown women versus the Raw women. Okay, let's do something to that. So the SmackDown women say they are superior. Is it superior to Raw? So let's have some of the women backstage. Not all of them, but let's who we got. So Becky, Kelly, Mickie James. Yep, Becky, Kelly, Mickie James. And they can cut that on Beth, Natalia, and Layla. Actually, just leave it at those two. So, have these women backstage just talking some trash and say, you know what? We're better than the SmackDown. We're better than the Raw win. And that will fill us in. So, alright, so have Henry and MVP screw over ECW at Survivor Series, blaming Heyman for letting people like Kingston and Hardy get pushes and matches they deserve, leading to them leaving ECW. It's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad idea to get them away from ECW. Definitely Henry. Yeah. You bought the game thinking it'd be fun, but it was fun for about a week or two, then I got bored of it because it's all text. Well, you're not playing it properly then. If you get bored of it, you're not playing it properly. That's all I can really say. It is all text, but it doesn't need to be matches to have fun. I can tell you that now. Tomko, very good gimmick. That's good news. So Tomko's got a good start here on the main roster. Beat Jimmy Wang Yang. 87 for the promo afterwards. So just Tomko being associated with Edge and Christian. It'll be a bit of a situation with Luke Gallows, how he got a lot of popularity because he was associated with CM Punk. So I'm trying to do the same here with Tomko. But obviously Tomko's not that great in the ring. We know that. But he can be a good enforcer anyways. Drew and Chavo, pretty good, 81. Not bad. Drew and his promo on Cody was good, 88. So putting Cody involved in it certainly helped. Trish versus Angelina Love, 81 as well. Trish, 80. Very nice. Very, very nice. 78 for the women's promo afterwards as well, which is good. Starts that storyline. And the main event, wow, not that great. Okay. Kane and Big Show versus Edge and Christian. So Edge and Tomko are a good pairing. Very good. Not enough selling shown. I guess Kane and Big Show involved. That's always going to kind of happen. Big Show 90, Kane 76, Edge and Christian 100. Yet it was only an 80 rated match. So everyone else, Big Matt Show did his role. Edge and Christian did their part. It just didn't quite deliver, did it? Overall 83. Yeah, a little bit disappointing. Not so Big Matt Show. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't blame the Big Show. I guess just not as selling. Trish Stratus' contract is up. Well, she's 34. We brought her back. We're probably going to give her a run with the belt, or at least challenge Katie Lee for it at Survivor Series. So we need to keep her for a little bit longer. So I'm going to give her another year. I think a run with the belt for Trish would be good. Kane thinks I should push Jimmy Wang Yang. Randy believes Tomko needs to learn how to work. Yeah, I agree. Tomko's a good brawler, though, to be fair. So, yeah, his popularity did improve a little bit this week because he did beat Jimmy Wang Yang and that promo with Edge as well. Alright, so let's... Anything else to kind of check? No, not really. Bit of a slow news day. CM Punk is apparently the best overall worker in wrestling today. Well, let's have a look. Match average of 91. Yeah, I can see why. What a surprise. Please release Sweet Bobby Sanchez. Wow. Oh, TNA are going to fight, huh? Well, no, they're not. They made an offer to Trish, and then they let it go. Well, we offered, what, Trish? Nearly 30k. So obviously TNA couldn't get anywhere near it. And Lita has now officially joined TNA, so she's in. Will that be a big blow for us that we didn't get Lita? Well, time will tell. I don't think so, but we'll see. Anything else? Rumors about Alex Shelley. He's once again been up to his tricks in WWE, using his wits to maneuver himself into some politically strong positions and connections, and not many people are happy about it. Wow. Alex Shelley's politicking. Okay. I didn't think I didn't expect him to be a politicker, but okay. So Roode, Joe, and Sting will be available to start work tomorrow, which is huge. And also, we're starting a new month, so we might have a new worker debuting. So let's have a look. Did you complete WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2010? Took you a couple of days, about 2 weeks ago. No, I haven't. I've been playing Burnout Paradise, which I am about 80% of the trophies on. And I started A Way Out today. Me and my girlfriend started playing that. We played for 3 or 4 hours of that. Really good game, A Way Out. So if you haven't played that, check it out. Really good. Christy Hemi's contract is expiring. She's on maternity leave. She's not a wrestler, though. She's just a personality, so she'd be more of a manager. Good sex appeal. Pretty good mic skills. But is there really a role for her? I don't know. All Japan's offered Aries a contract. This could be written. Nope, just a touring offer. Okay. If it was written, I might have made a play. I'd assume all those are pay per appearance too. So Bobby Roode joins, Sting joins, and Joe will join, of course, as well. Kaylee Turner. Well, she's our champion down there. I can't even believe that, but yeah, she's a champion, so we better give her another at least 3 months. Yeah, she's the champ. I'm surprised, but yeah. First out of 2 in Japan, so we beat Japan. That's good. Yeah, so the big 3 signings are now available, which is good. And apparently Sandman's been inducted in the Hall of Fame. News to me, but we put him in apparently. So because he's now officially retired, he's in the Hall of Fame. Those things happen, but I don't know. Is Sandman a Hall of Famer? Yeah, I guess so. He had a little bit of a run, didn't he? He came back, had a couple of matches. Yeah, 3 matches. 1 last run for Sandman. Hornswoggle, he gets another 3 months. How does this guy keep a job? I don't know. We better start having him lose so we can get rid of him. Give all the belts to Aries. A Way Out is weird with the naked scene. Is that at the start of the game? It's not that weird. The notifications always say it's Burnout. Oh, really? Okay, I better change that, huh? Maybe that's why people aren't showing up. I don't know. Could be wrong, but it's not good, is it? So I'll just quickly change that. Alright. That should be fixed. Induct Benoit. I don't even think you can because he's passed away, so they've kind of like taken him out of the game. So he's not even in the game. You might get remastered. Oh, it's really good, man. Burnout's really good to get. It's a good game to play, trust me. I had fun reliving it. I don't know if I'd say get it full price, but I'd definitely say get it. You missed a few streams because of that? Oh, shit. Okay. That's why I always upload the video on YouTube and tweet it out as well, just in case. Just in case that shit kind of happens. Okay, so Joe, Sting, and Roode are now available. So we probably will have... how are we going to do this? We need to have them debut of some sorts. So we're going to do something. Okay, so Samoa Joe. Let's just going to look at their gimmicks and make sure that's all good, so they don't. Joe has a 75 rating. Thanks for the bits, man. Couple bits. It all counts. Thank you very much. Spell submission machine legitimate. Is there one that's brute? Because he's legitimate isn't that great. Is he? Are we turning him? Is he face or heel? He's going to be face. And wow, he's really bad. Like, why is he so bad? Like, cocky 65, crazy 70, legitimate is his best. I think Joe needs a bit of a bump up. That's really bad, actually. So I'm gonna edit that because that is really wrong. I mean, Joe Brute, for example, he can play Brute pretty well. Legitimate is probably his best with a submission thing. I'm going to make that 85. And he can play pretty well cocky characters. I'll make that 80. I won't go overboard, but we'll leave it at that. Definitely that. Yeah, that's really low. That's why I want to have a look, just to make sure things weren't silly. Sting, he's got a bitter gimmick. Bitter Legend might actually work. Bitter Legend or just Bitter? Bitter Veteran, same type of thing. Bitter Legend might work better. Reason being for that, because I may as well just replay a similar storyline that I did already with Sting and The Undertaker in my Universe Mode series, where Sting, he comes back to WWE because he's sick and tired of everyone talking about himself and The Undertaker. He just wants to get this match out of the way. But The Undertaker doesn't want it. The Undertaker isn't interested in doing it. But Sting just keeps kind of harassing The Undertaker for so long until he actually just gives in and has no choice but to do it. So Sting gets what he wants in the end, the WrestleMania match. But yeah, so that's kind of going with something like that. So Sting's going to come back and just be bitter that everyone, has tarnished his legacy because of The Undertaker type of deal. Sting cool as 10? Yeah. That's crazy, huh? Sting's cool as 10? Really? Yeah, that's a bit odd, isn't it? Alright, what about Bobby Roode? What do we got going on for him? We gave him the Glorious gimmick, which I actually created myself. And his stats, they're a little bit better. Still not perfect, but a little bit better. Sign Nikki Cross. Should be bit too soon for her, I think. Okay, let's do it. Let's book Raw. Let's have some of these TNA guys make their debut. Alright. So, fix Roode's pick. There's nothing wrong with his pick, really. I mean, yeah, you could change it, but the problem is that when I try and change a picture, because I've got so many pictures in the picture pack, it'll lag, and I don't want the stream to lag and potentially crash, so I'm not going to risk it. I think they just put everything on 10 instead of the ones he's really good at. Yeah, I think so. How's Derek Bateman doing in the Indies? Oh yeah, we need to re-sign him. We probably couldn't we? Remind me after this, after I book this show, and I'll have a look at him. Keep Roode's pick the way it is. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's fine. So, let's start this storyline. So, how do we start this? I know how to start it with Sting and The Undertaker. But maybe do we just have a big main event to close the show out? And some TNA guys invade and just beat the shit out of everyone. Okay. I've got an idea. Alright, so let's do a storyline where, or an angle where CM Punk gets confronted by some of the guys that he's faced recently, like John Cena. Well, Cena's the only guy from Raw, isn't he? Other than, well, I guess Hogan. I don't even know. Hogan, not really. So Cena's the only Raw guy kind of involved in the storyline. Well, CM Punk can get confronted by Cena and another babyface. If we can get another babyface, who else can we use? Cena, not Sheamus. Do we have another babyface? Maybe you could bring back Hogan for a random match. I don't know. Rollins is involved in the US title. Just trying to find someone who's not doing much. Booker T, stretching it out there. Shawn Michaels, Triple H. I'm trying to find another babyface because I wanted to do CM Punk with Jericho or Batista versus Cena and someone. Maybe just Punk and Cena, one-on-one. Yeah. Cena. So, Punk can be in the ring, and he's kind of, you know, Punk's responding to Randy Orton's challenge. So we'll put Randy Orton in there, so that way we advance that storyline. Just, you know. So Punk kind of mentions Randy Orton, responding to Randy Orton's acceptance of the challenge, gets interrupted by Cena. So Punk responds to Orton, interrupted by Cena, who wants to prove himself against Punk tonight. So Cena's been hearing all the talk about how Punk is the best. Punk's been talking himself up. Well, Cena says, you know what? How about you prove it tonight? So we can do Punk and Cena tonight in the main event. And then it'll get interrupted by the other guys. Let's give Melina a match. She hasn't done much lately. Let's give her one against Layla. Give her the win. What's up, man? Much love from Scotland. Well, much love from Australia to you. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Alright, let's have DX cut a promo. Let's customize it a little bit. Edge, Christian. DX want Edge and Christian. You know what? Let's say DX want Edge and Christian inside Hell in a Cell at Survivor Series. I think this feud could really end in a Hell in a Cell. And now that Tomko has been interfering a lot, let's say DX, they want to fight Edge and Christian inside Hell in a Cell, because that way Edge and Christian won't have any way to back out or have any way to cheat their way to victory. So Hell in a Cell, DX, Edge and Christian. My God, would that be good? I'd love to watch that match. TLC's better. Well, think about it this way. Well, actually, is TLC next pay-per-view? It might be. Well, it's not the TLC pay-per-view, it's Survivor Series. Think about it this way. Why would DX challenge Edge and Christian, who are the TLC masters, to a TLC match? They wouldn't. They just simply wouldn't. DX, Triple H is the Hell in a Cell master. He's going to challenge him to his style of match. And also, TLC doesn't play with a storyline. TLC allows Tomko to interfere. Hell in a Cell does not. So think about the storyline. Think about the fact that Tomko interfered, so they want to find a way to keep him out. I prefer Hell in a Cell rather than Steel Cage. Thanks for the bits again, man. Appreciate it. Like I said, they all count. Doesn't matter how little they are. They all count, so thank you very much. Did you miss a lot? No, we've been going for 20 minutes or so. You haven't missed too much. Just the one show. You're about to see the debut of some TNA guys, including Samoa Joe. But, actually, I don't see Samoa Joe on my list of guys. Oh, I think I've got him on Raw, that's why. SmackDown, sorry. So, let's do... Who's in this Fatal 4-Way? The US title? Oh, Ziggler. Okay, so let's do Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. Did we do that match already? No, we've never done this match. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes. Let's give it some good time. Ziggler can win because of a Miz distraction. Because the Miz lost his title, and Rollins is trying to get himself involved in this matchup. He's challenged Sheamus to a match. Sheamus is interested, but the Miz is trying to protect the fact that he deserves a one-on-one match. So he's trying to make Rollins look as bad as he possibly can to try and ensure that Rollins doesn't get inserted in and makes it a triple threat. Little does he know, by letting Ziggler win, it's allowed Ziggler to get himself involved in the match. So it's going to backfire on the Miz. So then we hear from the Miz, who cuts a promo on Sheamus, basically saying he wants to fight Sheamus for the belt. He wants to be the one to take him on. He deserves it. So let's then have some of the women. So Divas of Doom respond to SmackDown's taunting, I guess. We'll just say that. So Natalya, Beth, they respond to some of the women who, you know, talk some trash on SmackDown. So who was that? It was Mickie James. Who was the other woman who did it? I know Becky Lynch did it, but I mean, who was the other one? Kelly was it? I think it might have been. So we'll do that because Kelly's got better popularity, so it'll work better, that segment. Alright, they don't want to be scripted, so we won't let them be. Alright, so will I be giving Rollins the title? Not yet. I'm going to give Sheamus a little bit of a run. Alright, so one last little thing. So last time we had... Do we have anything with Jerry Lawler last time? Or was that on the pay-per-view? Let's have a look. So the King challenged Chris Masters. So let's do Chris Masters defeats... Who could he defeat in the Muscle Up Challenge? So Chris Masters defeats... Not JR. Oh, no, we need JR for later on the show. He defeats... trying to find someone who'd be suitable. Let's make it Vlad. Alright, so beats him in Muscle Challenge, accepts Lawler's challenge. So Jerry Lawler challenged him to a match, and then Chris Masters can challenge Jerry Lawler to accept his challenge for the match, and that will give us enough time to fill in for this main event. Cena vs Punk, bit of a warm-up for the big match coming up, Survivor Series, where it's a draw, where a double DQ finish because of the interference of Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. So Sabin and Shelley ruin the match, essentially. They interfere. Then afterwards, Punk gets away. So we don't want Punk to be involved in this directly. So Punk, he's busy doing other stuff. So we want to have them just target Cena. So Motor City Machine Guns and... Should we put Roode and Joe here, or just Roode and Joe, or just Joe or Roode? Who should we put? I think if we do Joe here, it might be stronger. Or maybe both and just have 4-on-1 and have Sting debut later. let's fill in the other ones. CM Punk. I'll just have him go John Cena. Put Joe in, Roode and Joe. I don't see where else I could probably debut Joe unless I had... This is kind of like the next story. Yeah, it basically is. Unless I had Joe beat the shit out of The Undertaker for Sting. Maybe I could do that. Roode comes in with the most of the machine guns, attacks Cena, 3-on-1. Then Sting confronts The Undertaker. Joe comes out and helps Sting beat the shit out of The Undertaker. Aligns those two together. And then they can... Then the five of them can appear on another show and, you know, whatever. Alright, so... So Cena can get beat down by Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Bobby Roode. Now, should we rate them on popularity? Yeah, it would have to be. Their popularity isn't strong, but we'll go for it. So major success for these guys. So they beat the absolute piss out of Cena. So they destroy him. Cena's left hurting. And a new group has kind of formed in WWE. Sting debuting alone will be better. Have Joe Punk attack Punk next Raw. We're not involving Punk. Alright, so you think add in Joe? Joe, yes or no? Let me know. Yes or no for Joe? Because I'm not sure. I think Sting on his own with Taker is probably better. Yes? Okay. That will also help the segment out. Oh, 4-on-1, it's pretty devastating too. Joe could be on both. Well, all five of them are going to be like on... They're outsiders essentially, so they're not assigned to a brand at the moment. So they're going to be like appearing on Raw and SmackDown over the next few weeks. They're kind of like invading the other shows. Alright, so let's see how this goes. We got enough women on the show? Yeah, we do. Need 4 men to take on Super Cena? Yeah. Cena's going to need to call upon some help. Alright. Cena and Punk 100 to start things off. So we mentioned Randy Orton there just to elevate that storyline there too. Melina and Layla pretty good, 78. Melina was off again. We haven't used Melina too much, so it's good to get her back involved again. DX promo was good. 100. Challenging Edge and Christian to a Hell in a Cell match at Survivor Series. I'm looking forward to that one. Seth Rollins vs. Dolph Ziggler, 88. Wow, very, very good. Seth Rollins, 77. Ziggler stepping up as well, 81. And of course, Ziggler won thanks to distraction by The Miz, who cuts a promo on Sheamus, 93. Very, very good. 4 men beating Cena, yeah, right. What do you mean, yeah, right? Of course that would happen. What, you think Cena's going to beat 4 guys? Natalya and Beth promo, 81. Chris Masters and Vlad. That Master Lock challenge was good. And then obviously Chris Masters accepting Jerry Lawler's challenge worked out really well. So 84. So that's a strong segment for the Lawler series. For the Lawler and Chris Masters storyline. So really good. Really, really good. Cena and Punk, 88. Both guys had 100 rated, but yet only scored 88. I guess because there was no strong storyline associated. We started the TNA WWE storyline in this one. And afterwards, fingers crossed this goes okay. Just 79. Okay. Bobby Roode's gimmick, great. Joe, above average. It's obviously because Shelley and Sabin and Roode all have 60 pop. Joe's in the 70s. They're not strong. So we've got 3 weeks to really try and elevate these guys' popularity. It's going to take some work. Because TNA, they just couldn't get these guys over. So we've got some work to do. But it's not bad. 79. It's not terrible. Cena and Punk can't get out of that rut. Yeah, I don't know. They just can't seem to deliver. Their performances are great, but they just can't seem to kick it up to that big match show level. I don't know. They just can't match the big show. You're going to put Masters in the US title mix soon? Very soon. He's very, very close to getting in there. Overall, 92. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at Chris Masters real quick. He's close. I think once he beats Jerry Lawler, his popularity will be 65, 66 or so. So he will definitely be on his way to getting himself an opportunity for sure. 100%. He's definitely improving. He's getting a lot better. Alright, so look, Shelley, that segment, 64. What? I don't think that was an improvement. I think he was the same. Yeah, so no improvement there. But good news about Roode's gimmick, though. That's a positive that his gimmick was rated good. But it's going to take some work. You know, their popularity is pretty low. It's going to take some work. But if we play our cards right, we should be able to get them there. We've hyped up Joe a little bit. It's worked out pretty well. Delete! 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 Levesque, thank you very much for the $3 donation. He says, if you had to say right now, who is Punk dropping the title to? Wow. Alright. Let's have a look. So, brand, roll. So, here's your options. You've got, obviously, Batista, Jericho, Cena, Michaels, Sheamus, The Miz, Triple H. There's your main eventers. Punk, he is a heel. So you have to say a babyface will most likely take it from him. So you got Michaels, Triple H, or Cena. Or Sheamus, but Sheamus, no. I'm counting him out. He won't get it. So Cena, Miz, Cena, Triple H, or Michaels. Unless you went with a multi-man change, I think it's possible that we give it to Shawn Michaels and have Michaels versus Triple H for the belt at WrestleMania. It's possible. We could make that storyline work pretty well. That way we free up Punk to do Punk versus Austin without the title involved, because I don't really want the title involved for that. So I could say to you right now the favorite could be Shawn Michaels. If I had to say someone, I'll say Shawn Michaels. Because the way I see it, Shawn Michaels wins the belt, does the heel turn, because instead of having Triple H turn, which is always what happens, let's go in the other direction. Let's have Shawn Michaels turn heel. Shawn Michaels drops Triple H, because Shawn Michaels, he wins the WWE title. He doesn't need Triple H anymore. I'm Shawn Michaels. I'm the showstopper. I'm still the man. Why do I need you leeching off of me? Shawn Michaels turns on Triple H because he doesn't need him anymore. He drops him, gets rid of him, because Shawn Michaels is now number one again. And Triple H, he's like, you know what? What the hell? I've been supporting you this entire time. You and I, we've been best friends. We've been teaming up this whole year. And all of a sudden, you win a world title. You win a big match. And you now drop me. So I think that's kind of the direction I could go with that storyline. Bit like Michaels and Jannetty, I guess. You know, Michaels is starting to get a bit more attention, and then drops Jannetty as soon as he possibly could. Ryback wants to be called up. Well, big guy, are you ready? I don't know. 45, yeah, his popularity is up there. His ring skills, not so much. Is he getting any better? Not really. A little bit, to be fair. Yeah, a little bit. Why is Roode on ECW? Is he on ECW? I think... Yeah, he is. Okay, so we wanted to kind of mix them all around, and that was kind of like what everyone wanted me to do. We wanted Roode to be a top face, the next top face coming through on ECW, as that, you know, brawler. Joe on SmackDown, Sting on SmackDown, Machine Guns obviously on Raw still. Except this case, GD runs the company. Yeah, that's right. So, obviously, Triple H can book himself into a title match. You could even do Triple H winning the Rumble if he really wanted to get himself a shot against Michaels, but I don't think that's necessary. I still think maybe having Lesnar win the Rumble to go after Orton would work. Or Mysterio winning the Rumble. Mysterio and Orton. Something to think about. Opens up Cena and Michaels. That's right. That would be good. Send some of you guys to Japan. Oh yeah, we do have a Japanese relationship. Yeah, we could do that. Let's send a few guys over there. So, who do we need? You want to bring in Okada for a match? Nah, he's not quite good yet. Who's the top guy? Tanahashi? I think I'd have to get my kidney to get Tanahashi in for a match. 84. Alright, well, let's see if they'll give him up. Alright, so who should we send? Who should go to Japan for a few matches? Who's not doing a lot? Well, who are they going to take? That's the first question. Let's send Tatsu over because he's Japanese. Let's give him a chance to go back there and connect with the fans. Kendrick, he's not doing much. I don't think they'll accept these guys, by the way, but we'll see. Who will win at Mania? Triple H or Michaels? Oh, it's a tough one. I personally would have Michaels beat Triple H because Michaels is having the best matches, and I think Michaels having one last good run with a strong babyface coming through would be awesome. Whereas Triple H, yeah, he's not bad. Like, he'd be a good choice, but I don't know. Low key? Yeah, okay. Low key's not doing a hell of a lot. Alright, will they accept that? Wow, they will. Okay. So they'll happily take Tatsu, Kendrick, and Low Key. I can see them really wanting Low Key. Alright. Let's do another one. Let's try and get someone else in for a few matches. Ric Flair, bring him back. You know what? We could. We could bring Ric Flair in for the Rumble. We actually could. Let's see if he'll do it. A few appearances from the Nature Boy. Why not? Let's do it. May as well. Who's not doing a hell of a lot? Luke Gallows is not doing much. Let's send him back there. Gallows is on the cooldown a little bit now. Ono and Cesaro. Give him a chance to work Japan. They don't want Gallows. Really? Okay. That's surprising. What about Jimmy Wang? What about Jamie Noble? They want Jamie Noble, but not Luke Gallows. Okay. I don't know. Gabriel? You think Gabriel? Justin Gabriel? They don't want Gabriel. Alright, we'll go back to Jamie Noble. Anyone else we should bring in? Kenta? A-Train? Finn Balor's doing pretty good. What about him? Prince Devitt? Nakamura? Nakamura's up to 60 pop. He'd actually be pretty decent now. Let's look at their popularity. At least well known. Oh, let's go down. Regional style. Oh, everyone's that. Everyone's got at least 40. So yeah, only Nakamura. I like he's got 61 in Japan. That's why they want him. Bring in Nakamura for a few matches. We've done it before, but why not? 6K per appearance. Jeez, I have to pay top dollar for him. Okay, what about... Let's send Daniel Bryan over there. Davey Richards over there. Is that all we need? Yeah, that's all we need. I want to send a few guys. I want to get people over there. So, Davey Richards, Daniel Bryan. Who else? Booker T? No, I don't want Booker T. He's too old. You can see Booker T in Japan. I couldn't. Homicide? No, we need Homicide here. Paul Burchill? Okay. Yep, okay. So, alright, so the reason why we do that. These guys go to Japan, they have 5 matches in Japan each. They get a chance to mingle in with some of the Japanese guys. They get a chance to wrestle because they might not be wrestling a lot right now because they're just not being featured, they're not doing a hell of a lot. So we send them to Japan, we get a few Japanese guys in for a little bit to do whatever, and that way our guys go to Japan, a chance to improve their ring skills, if not improve their popularity in Japan, which is always crucial. So yeah, it's a bit of a win-win. We get a few Japanese guys that we can help improve their popularity, so in the future we can use them even more. Yeah, so let's go for it. Nakamura, mid-carder. Nakamura versus... Let's put Nakamura on SmackDown this time. Let's have him take on like Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase, those types of names. I think that'd be cool. Tanahashi. I might put Tanahashi, sorry, on ECW. Just thinking low-key, Homicide, Davey Richards, those types of names. You know, I think that would be cool. What's up, Jagger Brewer? Welcome to the stream. Shinsuke vs. Rollins. Oh, you know what? Let's just not even put him on a brand. Let's just use him wherever the hell we want. If we want to do Rollins vs. Shinsuke, let's just do it. Let's not even assign him. Why bother? But they want to have a match there. Who was the other guy we got? Ric Flair, that's right. So what's Ric Flair want to do? Manager. Let's bring Ric Flair in for a couple matches, huh? How bad would he perform? He's 61. Oh, Jesus. I just think Ric Flair coming in to do like just a couple of appearances. Maybe Ric Flair. Maybe Ric Flair gets beaten up by the TNA guys. Like maybe Samoa Joe beats the crap out of Ric Flair. Wouldn't that be good? Good for, you know, the TNA guys, just to beat up a big name like Ric Flair. So something like that would be handy. 61 is still better than Ryback. Well, that's true. Do I have Charlotte? No. Tanahashi vs. Cena needs to happen. Well, they're both baby faces, but you could make it happen. Is he? No, he's a better face. Since Flair turned his back on TNA to join WWE. Yeah, true, huh? Was he with TNA when this started? No, he was a free agent. I think. He just joined New Japan from the start. Look for this month superstar. Good call. Yes, good call. Okay, let's have a look. Story type. New workers. So, what are we now? We're in November. So, Ryan Nemeth. So, Dolph Ziggler's brother. I think that is. Yes. Young brother of Dolph Ziggler. He's the only new guy. And I actually tell you the truth. I actually like Ryan Nemeth. I saw him wrestle a year ago when he came a part of the House of Hardcore tour. He was a good little heel. He was getting some good heel heat. He was okay. I didn't mind him. He was actually pretty good. Caitlyn joined. Yeah, that was in July. She's in NXT already. All these names, guys, I've already checked. Like, we checked the people who've just come in November. Like, everyone else I've already looked at. Trust me. I was going to say Rey Mysterio is frustrated, but it was the other Rey Mysterio. Let's have a look at Impact. Umaga beat Matt Morgan, 80. Styles beat Jesse Neal, 84. Who the hell's Jesse Neal? He kind of rings a bell. Styles carried this guy to an 84 rated match. Jesus, AJ can do anything, can't he? He's averaging 90, man. Like, AJ could be Wrestler of the Year. He is on fire. Punk's got some competition for sure. I would love to see one of my guys win Wrestler of the Year, but geez, I tell you what, it's going to be tough. Alright, let's do ECW. Get the original Sin Cara. Yeah, I've been looking at Mystico. I've been thinking about it. See, my backstage rating's actually gone back to normal. Thank God. We're back. We've improved it. Am I going to Progress in April? Progress is coming here in April? Really? Oh, let me Google that. Progress Wrestling Australia. Where are they coming? I've never seen a Progress show. No, they're not coming to my neck of the woods. No. I've actually really wanted to go to a wrestling show, but we don't get a lot of wrestling here. So I'd love to go to a wrestling show if there was one nearby. But yeah, they're not here. Not coming here. Oh yeah, I forgot to check EC3, yeah. Storm, you made it! Wow! You're an hour late, but you made it. I did tell you, though. I did tell you the wrong time. My bad. Alright, let's do something with Mark Henry and Heyman. So I might add this triple threat storyline. Let's put Mark Henry. Let's put him in it. Mark Henry. Where are you, Mark? Mark Henry. There we go. So put MVP in there too. So what that person said not long ago in the chat. Henry and MVP. Henry and MVP talk about their frustrations. I know I'm doing the wrong thing, I know. Freestyle. Frustrations with ECW. So, just to kind of add some fuel to the fire a little bit about this whole ECW is a legit brand type of deal. Mark Henry and MVP talk about how they're frustrated with ECW. They're trying to resolve a few things with Heyman. Do you think Kennedy will beat Kofi for the title? Pretty likely. Give Joe a match? Not yet. Truth and Kennedy, we could do something more with that. I want to do something with Homicide in the hardcore title. So let's have a look at ECW. Who can feud with Homicide? Homicide's a heel. So what type of heel should we utilize here? Daniel Bryan? No, he's more doing tag team stuff. Could Gabriel do it? I mean, that's a bit of a stretch. It's a young gun. RVD's involved. Sabu. It's not doing much. Oh, that's right. Sabu was the one who quit on my other playthrough, not this one. Tajiri. Can you get one world champ a face for a while? Yeah, well, John Morrison's about to win the world title at Survivor Series, so he'll be a face champ. And Kofi's champ as well, so Kennedy's not winning it anytime soon, not yet. Kennedy could win it at WrestleMania type of thing. You think just give Gabriel a shot? let's push Gabriel. Let's give him a chance. Alright, so low key, Homicide, Justin Gabriel. So we'll do that. So let's give Justin Gabriel a win. He can defeat. Let's bring up. Let's use a local town or something. Johnny Gargano. Give him a match. Jay Bradley. Rich Swann. Scott Hall. Yeah. I think Gargano might be the best choice here. So let's give young Johnny Gargano a chance. It could be a heel. Justin Gabriel, Johnny Gargano. And then let's have an afterwards, an interview. Interviewer. Justin Gabriel can challenge Homicide. And Rosa Mendez can do the interview. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream. Gabriel vs Gargano? Yeah, I know. We've got Nakamura. Got some of the. Alright, let's utilize some of these Japan guys. So let's give Davey Richards versus Tanahashi. Davey Richards has got 55 pop. Tanahashi has a little bit higher. So I'm actually going to give one of the Japan guys the win. Normally this is rare. Normally I always have my guys win. But you know what? For once I will be kind. I'll give Tanahashi a win over Richards. But then again, has Richards lost a match yet since coming in? I think he has. No, he hasn't. So we could do a little bit of a mini feud, maybe? Or damn, Tanahashi's really good. Really good. Nakamura vs Shelton Benjamin. Oh my god, that would be good. Alright, I might do that instead. Shinsuke vs Shelton Benjamin. I'll give it 20 minutes. Why not? Let's let these guys go. And we'll do the Dudleys. They can just do a promo. You want MVP to squash Nakamura? Damn. I'll do that idea. MVP could beat up Tajiri comfortably. And that can kind of go with the frustration angle where these guys just aren't getting much happening. Nakamura vs Michaels, Tanahashi vs Big Match Show. Ooh. You think Tanahashi would kill it with Big Match Show? R-Truth versus Kennedy. Promo there. So I might just do a simple main event. R-Truth, Rob Van Dam, Mr. Kennedy. Oh, I'm already using Shelton, aren't I? Alright. Shit. I might give... Yeah, I might give Van Dam the win. And I'll have him beat Shelton by flash pinfall. And I might go back here. Maybe we'll do this match next week, because we need to have a main event, and that will be the best one we can really do. But we'll give Tanahashi an opponent. I'll give him low key. These guys would match up really well. But low key has better pop, so I'm sorry, Tanahashi. My man's gonna win. Maybe next week. Not that kind. What game am I playing? Read the title. You'll figure it out. I'll have Kofi cut a promo on CM Punk. Kingston accepts Punk's challenge. So Kingston says, you know what, I'm in. I'll fight CM Punk. And I'll have that close out the show, because that's pretty big. Okay, let's do it. 100 rated for the opener, so that's really good. Henry MVP. They're frustrated with ECW, which is cool because last week... It's cool because last week, Heyman said how ECW is the place to be. Everyone wants to be with ECW. ECW's on the rise. Whereas Henry and MVP come out last week and said, you know what? No. ECW, I'm not happy here. I don't want to be here. This is not where I want to be right now, because you're not giving me what I want. You're not giving me an opportunity. Gabriel versus Gargano. Gargano was really bad, 21. Gabriel, though, 61. Pretty good from Justin. Actually, that's really good, considering his popularity. That's really good. Gargano, really bad. That's why we haven't signed him. Not good. His 62 primer was good as well, starting the Homicide feud. Tanahashi low-key, 74. Pretty good. Tanahashi 64. But low-key killed him, though. 75. That's a bit disappointing from Tanahashi. You'd think he might do better than that. 64, though, considering he's got 55 popularity, is really good. But it's not killing it like low-key did. Dudley 69 for the promo, really good. MVP Tajiri, actually alright. Tajiri 74. He's only got 45 pop, but he's pulling out a 74 in a 7-minute match. Jesus, okay, wow. MVP 84. Truth 79. And the main event 82. So that's a good main event. Van Dam gets the win. Did that because I wanted Truth and Van Dam to maybe elevate their popularity just a little bit. Van Dam was pretty good though, 78. Truth 72. Benjamin 80. Kennedy the best of 84. Van Dam was on drugs and he still pulled out a 78. Wow. Kofi 100 for his acceptance Punk's challenge. Very good. 84 for the show. Happy with that. Pretty good. He's not the Shinsuke we all know yet. Nakamura was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion though in 2010 on this mod. So he is currently the #1 guy in Japan. So he is the Nakamura we know. So squashing him, having MVP squash him would be ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who's the champ right now, but I'm fairly sure Nakamura had it. Yeah, 3-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He defended it 16 times. So, yeah. Having him get squashed would be a bad call. Tanahashi heading for injury. Maybe that's why he was not so great, because he's a little bit fatigued. Paul Heyman's building a clique. Forged an alliance between Van Dam and Kennedy. Really? Huh. Okay. Bubba Ray doesn't like low-key. Well, I think he went pretty well this week, so... Well, lucky me, we get to keep Christina Crawford. And Van Dam, lucky me, he's on drugs again. Okay. Well, the Tanahashi, he's popping Prove It All. And probably not. Just wanted to see if he's getting some exposure would help. Gabriel, up to 47 in one region. That's good. Low key, nearly at 60, so he actually went up from that win. RVD, yeah, he might have gone up a little bit as well. Shelton, he's okay, still good. MVP's in the 80s. He's doing really well. I don't think he was there though. Mark Henry, 87. We need to get Broken Matt involved in something. He won the feud against MVP and he's not doing a lot right now, so we haven't got anything for him right now, so need to find something for him. In saying that though, MVP isn't doing a hell of a lot. He's just in a good disgruntled storyline. Kofi's 88. So Kofi will be the least, you know, best guy in that match against Punk and Orton, but he's certainly going to hold his own, I think. He's doing pretty well. To get Kofi to 88 is pretty crazy. Anyone else to really check? I don't think so. Alright, let's skip ahead. Interview with Nakamura. Gets nervous for matches, apparently. Oh, yeah, I'll get EC3. Yeah. Derek Bateman. Oh, no, it's Michael Harder. Yeah. Can we get him back? Yes. Okay, so Bateman hasn't done jack, you know what, since we cut him from NXT. I didn't mean to cut him. It was just an accident. I accidentally his contract expire. We had to wait, 6 months or so for him to come back. His stats are actually really bad. Now, you have to remember, the person who made this mod is looking at Derek Bateman in 2010 thinking, man, this guy sucks. This guy, he's got nothing. Now, we all know how good, EC3 is, but you got to remember when this mod was made, he's looking at this guy and going, you know what? What are we doing with this kid? Vince doesn't want me to give him the big money. I think he deserves it, Vince. I'm going to give him some decent money. Christy Hemme stays with TNA. I actually thought they might release her. It's good to see, even though she's pregnant, they want to hang on to her. It's good business ethics. I like that. Good move, TNA. NXT, Wade Barrett beat David Otunga, 53. Billie Kay beat Serena. No contest, actually. Colt Cabana beat Big E Langston. Kaylee Turner beat Emma to keep the NXT Women's title. Michael Tarver beat Percy Watson. So there's a few duds in NXT right now, but there's a few guys who can say, you know what, okay, there might be something. Reigns beat Wes Briscoe. Like, Wes Briscoe, he's a dud. Like, he sucked. He's terrible. But I'm a charity man. I'm a charitable person. When someone like Wes Briscoe, who has no right in working anywhere, I give him a job because I want to give him some exposure and a chance to earn a living in the wrestling business. I am a very charitable man, so that's why I've got Sweet Papi Sanchez on the roster. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he's got the wrong picture on, but Black Pain, like, come on. Percy Watson, though, is actually really killing it. Like, his stats are really getting up there. So, good for Percy. And AJ Lee went to a no contest with Courtney Rush. So that's your NXT coverage for the week. Well, Punk vs. Austin at WrestleMania be for the title. Well, we have to decide, do we give the title to maybe Shawn Michaels or keep it on Punk? Punk versus Austin for the title and go on with that storyline where Punk is trying to prove he's the greatest WWE champion of all time, because that's been the storyline all year. Storyline against, he's trying to prove he's the best in the world, essentially. He did it against Hulk Hogan. He's done it against Cena, Jericho, Batista. Do we have Punk keep the title, beat Shawn Michaels maybe at the Royal Rumble? Or do we give Shawn Michaels the title, carry out that storyline that I said earlier on the stream with the Triple H thing, carry that out? Because if we gave Shawn Michaels the title, it would work really well with it. I don't think Punk and Austin need the title, but the storyline where Punk is trying to prove he's the greatest WWE champion of all time, if you had Austin return to challenge Punk for it, that would work out really well because, let's be honest, Steve Austin is one of the best champions of all time. So, either way, I think it works. You just have to decide what you want to do. who's going to beat Punk for the title? If it's not Shawn Michaels, if it's not Triple H, who the hell is it going to be? I don't really know. Does Punk hold it for that long where he has a year-long title reign and he holds it maybe until SummerSlam next year and really has a killer, really long title reign? I don't know. I don't know who beats him for it. Because right now, Punk is without a doubt the best guy we've got in the company. He's number one. He's our best worker. 100%. It says it here. Apparently John Morrison's better, but you know, ring generals, Morrison and Punk, 1 and 2, whichever way you want to put it. So they're our best two workers right now. So you got to treat them with respect. So I don't know. Give Shawn the belt before Mania. I like that idea because then you have Shawn and Triple H. You've got that big match. Austin and Punk's already massive without the belt, because look at Steve Austin. 100 popularity. You look at CM Punk, just recently dipped, but 99, he was 100. 99 popularity. That match is already off the chain. You give Michaels and Triple H, who both about 95, the belt, it's already big, but you know, you could work with that. Shawn Michaels gets one last run with the belt before he most likely retires. Kind of cool. I wouldn't be against it. And that way, we get the title of Punk for a bit, because I really don't know who else would carry the belt other than a Michaels or a Triple H at this point. I really don't know. Austin, one more title run? No. At this point, I have no idea how Austin's going to go. So I've got him penciled in for one match. If he goes well, maybe another one, but definitely not a run. Definitely not a run with the belt. So Austin would most likely lose at WrestleMania if the title is on the line. Morrison cashed in on Punk as a plot twist. Geez, they'd have some really freaking good matches, but no, I'm happy with. I'd rather see Morrison and Orton. I think that's a. I'd like to see that matchup. If Punk drops the title, what's the point of the Mania match with Austin? Then that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Well, you could just say who's the best in the world, you know. Type of thing. I don't know. It's hard. Also, would be too similar to the She-Rock title reign. Yeah, I wouldn't give the title to Austin. I wouldn't. You said Brock versus RK at Mania. Yeah, Brock and Orton is happening at WrestleMania, most likely, yes. It is 85% at the moment penciled in. So, the plan is Morrison's going to have a short title reign. Morrison to hold it for probably 2 months, or a month or two. He'll win at Survivor Series, probably drop it back to Orton at the Royal Rumble. Lesnar will win the Rumble, challenge Orton for the belt at WrestleMania. Hopefully he doesn't take an MMA fight between now and then to keep the belt on Orton. Otherwise, we'll have to keep the belt on Orton. If not, Lesnar will win the belt. I'll try and give him the belt anyways. But yes, so Lesnar will be involved in a big match, most likely against Orton. Use Punk straight as Society gimmick to call out Stone Cold. That's also a good idea, yes. That's also a very good idea. I didn't think about that. Put Austin in a tag match against Straight Society before Mania. Well, then you kind of ruin it, though. Like, the whole point of Austin is coming back for one more match. You want that to be at Mania. But I get what you mean. Like, The Rock did it, so it's you know, I do get that. What happens to Morrison post dropping the title? I don't know. I'm not a miracle worker. I haven't thought about every single scenario, every storyline. I'm just kind of spitting ideas out here. This is where you guys help me out. We kind of throw a few ideas around, we go with it. Morrison deserves a decent reign. Well, this way, look. Morrison wins it by Money in the Bank. So, Money in the Bank, for me, is a tool to basically, okay, give someone the belt who probably wouldn't win it naturally that way. Like, would Morrison right now, would he win a number one contenders match and just win the belt and you'd expect to happen? Maybe not. So this is a way you give Morrison the belt. He wins the belt in that surprise fashion. He proves himself that he's capable of being a main event guy. Yes, he loses it down the line a little bit, pretty quickly. But Morrison proves himself to be a top guy. He then goes through and beats a couple of other bigger names on the roster. Maybe he beats a Christian. Maybe he beats an Edge again. Maybe, he does that. Gets himself in contention. And now we know Morrison, he's capable of being a top tier name. Capable of running with the belt and being successful. Now we see him as a credible threat for the title. When then he can win it naturally, organically, and win it properly. And have a real reign then. That's kind of my thinking behind it. So now, yes, he wins the title now, but it's a short reign, but he'll improve, his popularity will get better, and we'll revisit it later on. He'll get a real title reign down the line once we kind of change our perception from Morrison to being a mid-card to a main event, in my opinion. Morrison could drop it at No Way Out. Yes, he could. Morrison's pretty young, you think he had a decent run. That's right, Morrison is, 30? I mean, let's have a look at him. 31, 88 pop. He beats Orton, he might go to 91. He's one of the best workers we've got. He'll win the belt, he'll be successful, he'll come back to the belt later on, he'll get it back. 2011 might be Morrison's year, quite honestly. It could be Morrison's year, so don't count him out. Just because he might not have a CM Punk length of a reign to start up with. I don't think that's a bad thing. Alright, this is going to be a big episode of SmackDown because Sting's obviously going to debut, but I'm just trying to think what I could do with Orton here. So we've had Orton and Kofi accept Punk's challenge. What can we do here? So who's involved from SmackDown this matchup at Survivor Series? So we've got... So Cena's in, Hogan's in, Big Show, Taker, and who's the final guy? Kane. Okay. Kane's really bad though, I don't know. Should someone take Kane's spot? I mean, it has to be a babyface. I mean, Rey Mysterio instead of Kane? I mean, because Rey's doing not a lot, is he? We did Kane because we wanted Brothers Destruction. Rey Mysterio, Kane. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's injured. Yeah, far out. I forgot. That's why he's not in it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. Thanks for the reminder. I was like, why is Rey Mysterio not in it? That's right. He's injured. I'm just going to add Morrison to this triple threat feud and just kind of put him in there. Because I'm going to have Morrison just kind of cut a promo this week reminding everyone that he is the Money in the Bank holder. So maybe I might do that to start the show off. Morrison sends a reminder to the three champions about a potential cash-in. Wouldn't that be... Like, Morrison has the perfect match to cash in on when you think about it. 3 champs in one match. One of them's going to stand tall. Alright, but don't cash in on him. What about the other 2? 2 champs are going to be down and beaten. Morrison has the perfect match to cash in on when you really think about it. Alright, so we'll do this as a way just to kind of get Morrison a nice little bump up maybe for the pay-per-view. So Morrison comes out, quick little promo, says, you know what, I'm keeping my eye on this triple threat match, and if I find an opportunity, I'm going to take it, I'm going to cash in. Alright, I'm going to do Becky and Karma. You know, Becky's been talking a bit of trash about how the SmackDown girls are better. Well, Karma wants to prove that she's the best type of thing. Morrison can take his spot. Well, I want to keep Morrison free because he's going to wrestle later on the night with the Money in the Bank thing. Sting could cost Brothers of Destruction tag titles. That's kind of what I was thinking. Brothers of Destruction win the tag titles at maybe at TLC or the Royal Rumble, and Sting costs him the match afterwards, and that kind of entices Taker to wrestle him. Nice to have him cash in Kofi. No, Kofi's a babyface to start with, and also Morrison would not be able to perform at his best on ECW because all of his opponents are too far below Morrison. Whereas Kofi, he's above the rest, but his potential opponents aren't too below. Well, yeah, I know the same pop, but if you get what I mean, Kofi's not outperforming them by that much, whereas Morrison would be having 95 rated matches, killing it. So Morrison would be too good for ECW, essentially. He'd be wasted on ECW. The chances for him to hit those big 100 rated matches wouldn't really be there. I might do Trish and Katie have a face-to-face. Trish says she doesn't respect Katie as champion. Alright, so Trish and Katie are in the ring talking about their upcoming match. And basically Trish says, you know what, Katie, you're being a great champion. Well, you've been champion for a while now, but I still just don't respect you. I might just have Angelina rate on sex appeal, why not? She can look there, stand there looking good, whilst the other two chat. Ray deserves a world title match. Yeah, he'll get one. It's just going to be a matter of time. And when will the right time be? I don't know. You know, he could have had one maybe next pay-per-view or Royal Rumble. Who knows? But it's just not the right time for him. Be good if Morrison was heel. Down the line, yeah, but not right now. Cashing in mid-match and winning all the titles. That wouldn't even be. He'd have to. That wouldn't even be possible. That wouldn't make any sense. Ray vs Brock. Maybe one day, yeah. Maybe when Brock gets the belt. You wouldn't have Ray beat Brock though. Let's be real. Let's give Nakamura a match. I want to give him one against. Give one against Cody Rhodes. So I might put Cody Rhodes defend the belt. Well, the night. Put Drew Mack on commentary. And let's have. And then we'll have Drew McIntyre after the match. Go over to shake the hand of Cody Rhodes to wish him all the best for their future title match, but Cody says, nope, not happening. Should I have Big Show and Kane kind of comment about what happened on Raw? Was Cena getting attacked? Oh, nah, it's not a SmackDown issue yet. We'll wait. So I might put Orton in the main event and have him win. But I'm going to say Randy Orton dedicates tonight's match to Punk, and Kingston wants to send a statement. Wants to prove that he's the best. So Randy kind of, cuts a promo for his match. Says, you know what, Punk and Kofi, I hope you're watching my match tonight because I want you to see just how good I really am. Sit down, get some popcorn, and watch how great I really am. And Randy. Well, here's the issue. Who do we have him face? Kane. Kane. Big Show. Done that. Morrison, no. Tanahashi was a bit disappointing though, wasn't he? We don't want Tanahashi hitting a 60. Might have to be Kane. Make Survivor Series 4 hours. Okay, I will. Yep. Remind me and I'll do that. Can Randy have a match with Shane? Maybe. Yeah, that's good work. Just trying to think of an opponent. Christian. Jeez, I don't know. Alright. Let's give him... Oh, it might have to be Kane. How many times have we done this match, though? 3 times. We did it in September. So it kind of happened recently, but they did have a tag match not long ago. Alright, so now we're going to do the Big Sting debut. Yeah, so The Undertaker and Sting. And then we're going to Taker beaten down by Sting. Alright, so we could have the announcers hyping up this as the Undertaker. Undertaker's returning tonight because he has... I don't know. He's got an announcement tonight. Taker has an announcement tonight. He approaches the ring. He's about to talk on the mic. Lights go out. Sting's music hits. Like a holy shit moment type of deal. So, Taker's in the ring. About to make his announcement. Sting, his music hits, lights go out, all that thing. His music hits, gets in the ring. It's like, holy shit, Sting and Taker in the same ring together. Crowd's going nuts. Sting attacks The Undertaker, lays him out to close out the show. Pretty simple, but it's a start. Alright, so anything else we got to cover? Tag titles. Well, we didn't do much with Edge and Christian this week, did we? We could cut some... Oh, we could cut 5 minutes of this. And that'll give us a few minutes. Edge and Christian. Except Edge and Christian. Well, they shouldn't really accept the challenge, should they? I mean, are they going to be all that excited to wrestle in a Hell in a Cell match against Undertaker? I mean, not Undertaker. Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Edge and Christian are concerned about the Hell in a Cell match with DX. They decline. They decline, but Shane McMahon makes the match official. Alright. So, if you remember, Edge and Christian had a little bit of a beef with Shane McMahon a few months ago. So, Edge and Christian, they're out there, they're talking about how let's say they're backstage. They're backstage. They're being interviewed, I suppose, about their thoughts about the challenge that Triple H and Shawn Michaels made. And they said, you know what? Hell in a Cell isn't really our thing. We don't really want to do that, so we're not going to do it. We don't want to have this Hell in a Cell match. Shane McMahon, he appears on screen and says, you know what, guys? I'm going to make this match official. You don't get to decide if you want to have this match or not. I do, and I'm going to make it happen. So Shane McMahon just kind of screws over Edge and Christian a little bit here. Kind of relating back to that storyline that they had a while back. So it links it up a little bit. And that should be enough for the show. So stick that in there. Do I like Edge and Christian in real life? Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a team, of course you kind of go Edge and Christian, Dudleys or Hardys at that time period. I probably would always go Dudleys, maybe. I don't know. I just like the hardcore extreme factor they always had. But Edge and Christian were a very good team. Individually, both guys very, very good as well. Christian very underrated. Edge probably given too many world titles, but it is what it is. But Edge was definitely a very good worker, and deserves the Hall of Fame and everything like that. All right, let's do it. We got enough women on the show. We've only got. Oh yeah, we have Trish. Yeah, we should be fine. 100 for Morrison. So teasing a potential cash in on the three champions. Becky and Karma 68. So Becky gets beat up pretty quickly. We didn't have Karma dominate because we want to have Becky Lynch look competitive. No one's been able to stop Karma, so it's no surprise she lost. But Karma kind of sends a bit of a message to Becky saying, you know what, you're talking a bit of trash. Let's cut that out. Let's send you back to reality. Trish and Katie Lee, 93. We had Ivory and Angelina in there as well, just in the background. But that confrontation worked pretty well. Nakamura and Cody, wow, 87. Very, very good. Nakamura, 67. It's pretty good from Nakamura. He's got about 60 popularity, so it's not bad. It's not out of this world, but it's not too bad. He'll be handy for the next few matches anyways. Cody, 82. Very good. And I guess the storyline hit must be pretty good because it bumped it up a few extra points. Drew Mack and Cody, 83 as well to go with that. Very good. Very, very good. Edge Christian Shane McMahon, 99 for that little segment there, which is good. Christian Tonko, good pairing. So that's it's always going to be a bit of a bump up there, which is positive. Randy Orton promo 92. So Randy and Kane, I'd probably expect maybe 80. It's not going to be too great. There you go, 80. So Sting's debut is next with The Undertaker. Let's see how this goes. Undertaker's announcement doesn't get to make it because Sting interrupts him and attacks. 97, okay, so could have been better, but Sting, just an average rating for his gimmick, but that's good anyways. 97. Considering Sting has only 82 pop, I think it is, that's pretty good. So, very good. So Sting invades, essentially attacks The Undertaker. We kick that off. 89 overall. Alright, I'm happy about that. So Sting's in, Joe's in, Roode's in. The three new debutants have all debuted here today. Excellent. Change Undertaker's picture. I'll try to remember. What, does he still have the title in the picture, does he? No, why would I change his picture? There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. So yeah. And Sting bumped up to 86 on one region. So he's got a bit of a popularity booster. Oh, he was already kind of there. Okay. But he's actually gained a popularity point, which is good. Did The Undertaker lose a point, though? No. So Sting's gained one, which is great. We really need him to get to 90 plus. Taker's fine. Tomka's doing good with association with those guys. Who else can we check? Karma, 66. She's going well. Becky Lynch, 41. She's just going nowhere at the moment. What about Katie Lee? Is she in the 70s? I think she is. Katie Lee. Wow, 72, 73. Very, very good. Ivory, she's involved. She do anything? Just 40. Angelina. 52, 53, yep. Who else was involved? Oh, Nakamura, yeah, he had a good match. No real boost for him. And Morrison had a very good promo to start the show. Still 89, 88, maybe 89-1 region. So that's not too bad. So a positive week nonetheless. Gotta be happy. Doing well. We are doing well. So Sting, successful debut, I would say. Do I remember Team Headshot? Yeah, it was my first channel. Of course I remember it. Balls Mahoney's gone, so we let him go. We let his contract expire because we got no use for him at all. So with EC3, he's coming to NXT. So I might give him a mid-card push. See if they'll use him a little bit better. So heel or face? I think he's a better heel. So I'll put him down as a heel. Sheamus wants a pay increase. He wants an 11k increase. Alright, we'll give it to you. You probably deserve it, to be fair. Alright. Ring of Honor. Let's see what they're up to. 58. So they're doing okay. Nothing special. That's another day. Magnus's contract with TNA is up. He was only ever on paper appearance. He's got an injury. Oh, he's working through it. So he's okay. Charlie Haas. Okay. 38-year-old Charlie Haas. Well, Haas and Benjamin is a great team. It always has been. So there's no point letting him go. So we might as well just keep him. Give him another 6 months. We'll reevaluate. We'll see where Benjamin is at in 6 months. If Benjamin's still kind of doing a bit of the tag team stuff, we'll keep him. If he's not, we'll have to think about it. Bubba Ray was once been using politics to try and maneuver himself in WWE. A bit like Shelley, huh? Best brawl on the world today is CM Punk, apparently. El Generico. Alright. Working Ring of Honor, WXW and PWG. Popularity about 41, 45, pretty good. Candice Michelle, alright, I'll check on in a minute. He is improving, so this is why we didn't sign him, because we want to wait till he improves, and he's starting to get there. He's improving a little bit here. Yeah, he's getting up there. He's pretty close to being worth signing to our roster. Candice Michelle. I've looked at Candice. I've considered Candice. She's got okay popularity. It's not the worst. She might be handy for someone to bring in on a little bit of a lesser role, maybe pay per appearance, just to bring in for a little bit to lose. But yeah, her stats aren't great, but she actually is improving, which is a good sign for her. She has improved. So she's not the worst. Not the worst at all. Her match history, 47 though. So I could see Candice probably performing at about a 42, 43 in the ring, which is not great. Probably not what we really need. But if you needed another woman on the roster, you'd probably give her a call. What about Kevin Steen? You mean Kevin Owens? I mean, you mean this guy who's in our NXT system right now? Corb Owens. You see, his popularity is still a bit low. He could get that to 45 plus just being an NXT, so we'll wait till that happens. I mean, look at guys like Ryback, 45, 40, that's better. You know, Jey Uso, 46, Jimmy Uso, 48. So it's better that we do it that way and have these guys get that popularity boost whilst in NXT and then go in a different direction afterwards. Anyone else really? Oh, Bray Wyatt, 48. Yeah, he's doing well. How's Park? Yeah, Park's another guy very close to signing. Let's see if he's improving a bit. So, yeah, you can see he's still very much so improving. His brawling went from 45 to 47 in the last month. You know, so he's improving in a lot of different areas. Getting better and better. So there's no point signing him if he's like basics 79 to 82. So his psychology 70 to 73. So he's having that much of an improvement in the promotions he's working in now. it would actually be worse for him to be a part of our roster if we want his skills to improve. So it's better off that we leave him where he is now. Maybe once he starts not improving, or we feel like he's maybe peaking or slowing down a bit, then you sign him. But for right now, it's not slowing down; it's actually increasing. So basics went up by like these stats here went up by 3. So it's pretty crazy. So he's doing really well. He's working 3 good promotions. No real need to sign him. Semi Callahan. All right, Semi Callahan. Okay, brawling slowly moving up. He's just slightly moving up, like not doing a hell of a lot of improvement. Chain wrestling a fair bit, 10 points this year. Aerial 35 to 66. That's a major improvement. Flashiness, a major improvement. So he's improving in a few areas really highly. Other areas not so much at all. But the good news for him is the fact that he's basically 75. Psychology is okay, 71. But he's got 60s across the board in these stats here, which is very, very positive for him. He'd be a pretty decent worker, above average worker at this point. First time catching stream, when you've been watching yourself on YouTube on and off for the past few years. Thanks, man. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Magnus would be good. Magnus... What is it? Brutus Magnus? What is it? Oh, it's Nick Aldis, isn't it? Nick, whatever. Yeah. Magnus, 58 brawl, 48 chain, 62. No, he's just not ready yet. You know, he's a guy who needs another 2 or 3 years of seasoning before you think about. He'd be a guy who'd sit in developmental for a while. I'd just say that. Rename EC3. Yeah, I will. Survivor Series is 3 hours. 4 hours. Okay, we'll do that. That'll make sure we get everything on the card, huh? So we'll do that. I don't really like TLC. Should we go in a different direction? Not TLC. I mean, I hate having been forced to do a match type. I mean, Elimination Chamber, I don't mind it. No, I don't want to do Judgment Day, but Elimination Chamber, I definitely don't mind it, but I don't know about TLC. I always liked Armageddon as the final pay-per-view of the year. Don't like Hell in a Cell, you know. I don't know. Just my opinion, but just always didn't like being forced. Alright, you have to do a TLC match. Like, I don't know. Never liked that. Change it to Lost in Space. Okay. Backlash. Haven't we already got Backlash? No, we don't. I'd go Armageddon if I had to pick a new one. What have you missed? Oh, just the whole stream. Just everything. Andre, what's up, man? I'm going to do Survivor Series today. No, I'm actually getting ready to end the stream because I have to get up early tomorrow. It's currently 2 a.m. I have to get up early tomorrow. So, unfortunately, I can't play. We've already done 2 hours, though. But I can't do it much longer because I need to get up. I need to go to bed. But same time tomorrow, I'll be streaming. I'll stream a little longer tomorrow. And then 100% we'll be doing Survivor Series tomorrow. 100%. So, make sure you're there for that. Make King of the Ring. Yeah, look, I like King of the Ring, I do. The only problem is, where do you fit it in at? I always thought King of the Ring's really good as a #1 contender for Survivor Series, but Money in the Bank kind of takes that purpose away. King of the Ring would be good to determine the #1 contender maybe for... Did I say SummerSlam? I think I meant SummerSlam. I thought I said Survivor Series. It would be really good for Survivor Series to determine the #1 contender as well. But, yeah. I would like to do a King of the Ring tournament at some point in this series. I just don't know where I would fit it in. Invasion would work. Yeah. It could work as a one-off pay-per-view. Get Elias. He's not even in the game, dude. He might be in the game, but I don't know his original name. Do King of the Ring going into bragging rights, like I did in my universe mode. Yeah. King of the Ring into the TLC, and the winner of the King of the Ring someone contender for the Rumble. I never thought of it like that, but it's not bad. I always figured that everyone should be focused on the Rumble, not King of the King of the Ring there would be odd to me. I feel like Royal Rumble is that match where everyone's fighting to become number one contender. Where King of the Ring is basically everyone's trying to fight to become number one contender. So you've got two matches or two events back to back where everyone's kind of fighting for that spot. Whereas I feel like if he did it before Survivor Series or even SummerSlam, it would work better. I don't know. It's not a bad idea. I don't know. Something I have to think about. Would I consider doing something to the G1 Classic? I've been thinking about it. I need to look into it. I know a little bit about it, but I think it would be really cool to do something like that. I'm really interested in doing something like that. Once again, it'd just be, when do I put it into the schedule? You know, do I take out Capital Punishment, move bragging rights back a pay-per-view, move Money in the Bank back another month, and then squeeze it in between some, Money in the Bank at SummerSlam in that July month? That could really work, especially with King of the Ring. Or this G1, whatever the hell we're going to call that. Make WrestleMania 7 hours long. The max you can make it is 4 hours. Money in the Bank during Mania? No, I like Money in the Bank as a pay-per-view. Can you recap any of the major things that happened during the stream? Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Sting all made their debuts. Sting approached and attacked The Undertaker. Joe and the Machine Guns and Roode attacked Cena. So TNA has officially arrived. Deal with it this year, then put No Mercy there next year and no King of the Ring before Survivor Series. Yeah, I think that might be probably the go. I think that might be a good call. Whatever do it, considering doing a 90s ECW save. Only thing I don't like about that is the fact that you can't sign anyone to a written contract because ECW is not a big enough company in the 90s. So it's really frustrating trying to build a roster when you can't get anyone to a written contract. So, other than that, I would probably consider it. Oh yeah, Hell in a Cell between DX and Edge and Christian. That's going to happen. I mean, that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to that. I just hope Michaels and Triple H will do it. I mean, Undertaker doesn't work any physical matches like that. I just hope Michaels and Triple H will do it. If it doesn't happen, well, shit, but let's just hope. Let's hope it happens, because I think it'd be really good. It is a brawl-based match, so I'm not sure. I mean, Triple H has got 75 brawl. Michaels has got 73. I'm sure Edge has got 70-something. Edge has got probably 80. He's a good brawler. 79, yeah. Christian, 67. So, yeah, it should work pretty well. Push Ryder to the mid-card title. Well, Zack Ryder actually is getting a bit of momentum. He's at nearly 60 pop. If you get him to 65, 70, he definitely could be in line for a mid-card title run. DX vs. Edge and Christian must main event. No, the triple threat match. The three champions, Punk, Orton, Kofi. The three world champions in the entire WWE competing in a triple threat match has to main event. Like that, it would be literally outrageous for that match not to main event. 3 Stages of Hell tag, EC3, EC3. Edge and Christian vs. DX. That would be good as well. 3 Stages of Hell would be very, very good. Would love to. It would be really good to be able to squeeze out another match out of those guys out on the next pay. We make it 4, but I think we'll culminate it at 3 and maybe put Brothers of Destruction up next for Edge and Christian. But yeah, Jesus, guys have been good. Just a reminder, guys, if you haven't already, to follow the stream. Click that follow button, and that way you stay followed, and you should be notified when I stream. Also, if you haven't already, you can subscribe to the Twitch channel as well. That way you support me. It's free to subscribe if you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime. You can go with that. And also, this video will be uploaded. Ooh. Since I have to get up early in the morning, I'll try and upload it when I wake up tomorrow. I'll make sure I do that. So tonight, I'll upload this to YouTube tonight. So if you missed the stream, you can watch the replay on YouTube later on tonight. And tomorrow, whatever time it is for you now, 2 hours ago tomorrow, if that makes sense, I'll be streaming again. So around about the same time tomorrow, but minus 2 hours. So go back 2 hours, whatever time it was. I think that's 10. Is it 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? I don't know, but that's when I'll be streaming. Check Riders Improvement. Yeah, sure. So Zach 46 to 51. Hardcore a little bit up. Minuscule improvement, but it's improvement. It's 71 to 78. It's pretty good. 60 psychology, 66 to 76. Some areas really good. So he's getting better. Mike's skills are getting better. That's good news. So Zach Ryder, you know, he's on the up. He's on the up, doing better. 10 a.m. tomorrow? Alright, so 10 a.m. tomorrow I'll be streaming again. It's early because it's currently 2 a.m. for me. So, it's just how it is. Who's in the US title Fatal 4-Way? We've got Ziggler, Rollins, Sheamus, and The Miz. Ziggler and Rollins has recently had a match. 88. I can't believe that was 88. That's a killer match. Alright, so anything else to really check out? Not really. Ric Flair is 9 years past his prime. Nash 12 years. Sting 8 years. Alright, just kind of wasting some time here. But any last things before we get going? Any last questions? When you call up Kevin Owens, make him a mid-card monster, then after 6 months to a year, have him go for the main event. Depends how well he goes, man. If he's really on fire, sure. If he's not, then probably not. We've got to remember this is Kevin Owens in 2010. Yeah, he was definitely good in 2010, but he's a much better guy now, much better worker now. Like, his stats right now, if he was to get called up now, I could see him, let's say, if he had 50 popularity, I could see him hitting 62, 63 rated matches. So he would do well, but nothing out of this world just yet. He just needs the popularity, I guess. 96 save, check it. I haven't been playing it, man, to be fair to you. I've been playing 05 WWE at the moment. Plans for Karma. Well, Karma's undefeated right now. She's just plowing through the entire roster. Hang on, I pressed the wrong button. WWE. So, she's won 9 matches in a row. So she's on fire. She's just destroying everyone. So Karma, she's going to keep doing that. Trish is probably going to win the women's title off Katie Lee. And then Karma's going to take the title away from Trish, probably at WrestleMania, and have Karma be the new dominant women's champion. Kane's mask. Do you think I should do that? I think Kane mask is always better, but he doesn't have a mask, apparently. I guess fair enough. It's been so long since he's hasn't had one. Bring back the Spirit Squad for Ziggler? No. Let's not do that. Alright guys, we might leave it there. So thank you very much for coming along the stream. Tomorrow, around about the same time, we'll do it again. That time we'll do Survivor Series. If you haven't already, make sure you follow the stream and have yourselves a great day. And make sure you follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz so you know when I'm going to be streaming. When I'm about to go live, or even a few hours before I go live, I normally tweet it out just to let everyone know. So make sure you check that out. That way you don't miss it. So it's at BrendenPlayz, and you can go with that. Thanks for coming, guys. I really, really appreciate your company. I had a great time. Hope you did too. And I'll see you all tomorrow.